Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is James. This is Jamie Dodger Flips. I just thought I'll come on today. It's Saturday morning. I've already been to a car boot this morning, so I've got a little haul here to show you. And also, I just thought I'd make a start on the weekend sales. We've got 10 already going out. Of course, they're going to go out Monday morning, but I've got a little bit of free time today, so I just thought I'd make a start packing them all up and showing you guys on the video as well what is sold. Hopefully we get some more sales, fingers crossed. For now anyway, I don't usually film at my Saturday morning car boot, so I've got a little bit of a haul here just to show you guys. I've got some interesting bits which hopefully some of you might be able to help me on. Shout out to Sarah, I think that's your name. I see you at the car boot most Saturdays. She sold me some of these security cameras. I'll show you now what they are. They're a bit interesting, a bit random. I also got these Air Force Ones from her, so they're quite nice. But yeah, I got these Pelco security camera casings. Look quite interesting. I got these off her for £10 for the three of them. I couldn't really find much on eBay. It's like a top case sort of thing there. I don't think there's an actual camera in there. I think you're supposed to get your own camera. I'm not really too sure how it all works, but yeah, they look quite interesting. They're quite heavy and bulky. So thanks for the little deal on them, Sarah. That was free for £10. Hopefully, I don't know, 35, 40 quid each, maybe. Looking at like other sols on eBay. But I'm really not too sure, so we'll see what happens with them. Also, going into what else I got these Mizuno, I think they are. I've never found this brand before, but did recognise it. They're missing the insoles, unfortunately. It looks like this pair goes for around 25 quid. They wanted £3, so of course I'll pick them up any day and just say that they're missing the insoles and hopefully someone will buy them. Got this Buzz Lightyear here. Unfortunately, it's not the Thinkway one with the utility belt because that sells for around 120 quid, I think. I have managed to find that one once before. I paid, I think, £7 for it and it sold for like 145, something crazy like that. I'm not sure exactly what the price is now, but I'll show a little sold on the screen. But this one here is just the Disney one. It still, though, fetches quite good money. It sells for around 25 to 30 quid. It's all fully working. The wings are stuck in their place. Got its visor and everything like that. Paid £4 for this one. Got £5 on there. Managed to get £1 off, so not too bad. Hopefully it'll go for 25 to 30 quid. Got this Low Pro camera bag. It's literally just a bag only. Nice quality. There's the model there, Event Messenger 150. I'll try and show some solds on the screen. Haven't checked yet, so from experience, I'm looking at around £20–25. So £5 paid for that one. Very random, but it only cost me £1. I got it just because it's got Mercedes-Benz on it. It's a first aid kit that goes in the back of the car. £1 for that one. All brand new and sealed inside. I don't know, maybe some money in it. Again, I haven't checked solds. I'll show you some solds on the screen if there are any. Got these Adidas memory foam trainers, cloud foam they are. They look pretty nice, pretty clean, hardly worn at all. Paid £4 for these ones. She wasn't budging on the price. £4 probably the max I'd pay. I have no idea on the solds, but the condition, they look really clean, as you can see. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, 20 quid back on them. Got these vintage Dasco boot stretchers, or boot holders, whatever they're called. These ones cost me £2 for the pair. Not too bad at all. I actually picked up a pair of these last Monday at the bank holiday car boot. It's looking like sold at around £15, so 2 quid into 15. Not too bad at all. What else have we got? We've got these Lambretta leather shoes. A little bit worn on the soles, as you can see, but overall, pretty good. I don't really know the soles on these. I mean, I paid free for them, probably 15 to 20 back. We'll see. Quite a good brand to look out for is Dualit. This is a milk frother. I haven't tested it yet, but it looks all clean and good. Got a £5 price tag on there. Again, I managed to get this for £4, so got £1 off. It's got the little base there. These bases sell for around 20 quid alone. So with the frother, I think it's around £30–35. Got the instructions there as well, which all helps. So that's it for that bag, and I think that's it. Oh, apart from, there is one more thing. Out in the garden, you got these Charles Dickens books on the decking over there. They're on the decking in the sun because they absolutely stink of smoke, and I didn't realise that until I was walking the box back to the car. So hopefully I can get the smell out of them and sell them. I've sold some recently, a few months ago, for around 45–50 quid. I paid £3 for that lot. There's 16 books there. I'll show you some solds on the screen. Hopefully some good money. Hey guys, so I'm just interrupting myself quickly. I have cleaned up the books now. They're still smelling a little bit, but they're not too bad. There they all are. There's the full set. So the prices are all over the place, but on this publisher, which is Hazel, Watson and Viney, somebody has actually managed to get £245 with 38 bids, so that has shocked me completely. I'm hoping I've got the exact same set as them. I think I have. I've asked on Instagram and a lot of you guys have helped me out already, so thanks for that. and I just need to do a little bit more research, but I'm pretty sure these are the exact same ones. £3 into hopefully £200 profit. Crazy. It's just one of those little surprises in the world of reselling that we're in. As always though guys, my Saturday car boot, as I've mentioned before, all this stuff usually ends up in winter stock, up in the spare room. It's ready for Q4. I have actually got another video coming out in the next few weeks, I think, explaining that a little bit more because I scheduled it a few months ago. Yeah, we're on holiday for like 2 weeks soon, so yeah, I've been trying to schedule videos, getting them out, just keeping the YouTube busy as I'm away holidaying. Anyway guys, we'll make a start on picking orders. And just like that, we're in the garage. So here's just a few things I just wanted to go over whilst we're here. You guys will probably recognise this if you've been reselling a few years. This is a Revitive circulation booster. I've picked up this, I think, about 3 or 4 times now. Very hard to come by, of course, all the resellers know it. This was kind of like a right place, right time sort of situation. It's missing all the little bits and bobs, but then again, it doesn't actually show it on the box, so I'm not actually sure if it was supposed to come with it or not. Oh, we just had a live ka-ching. Happy days. What have we sold? We've sold some Converse. Oh, lovely stuff. As you saw, I picked them up in my recent car boot video. I think they were £3 or £4. They've gone for £30.74p. That's including postage, so not too bad. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought now. What was I saying? So I walked into the first charity shop in Petersfield, actually, which is usually super overpriced. It's quite a fancy area. But I like to go there because of that reason, because you get expensive items like this. That was also from Petersfield, but I'll come to that in a second. Basically, this was donated about 5 minutes before I walked into the shop. Yeah, it was kind of in between the stock room and the shop itself, and it was just on the floor. It wasn't priced up at all. I straight away, being the reseller I am, picked it up, took it to the till, and spoke to the ladies at the till. I said, have you got a price for this? And they were like, oh, that's literally just been donated like seconds ago. We haven't priced it, and also it needs pat testing, because obviously it's an electrical item. So the problem is, I've obviously found this item, which I know is an insane like bolo. They wanted to take my phone number and my name and then give me a call back when they've got a price in mind and I can come and collect it. And obviously I didn't really want to leave it there, so a bit cheeky of me, I just said, is there any way at all I can just buy it now and I promise you I won't return it? You know, thankfully for me, she was actually really nice about it, and she said, we can do, but the only thing is we can't give you a receipt for it, we can't accept the return, anything like that. And I just said to her, have you got a price in mind? She said £5. You know, as soon as she said £5, I was very, very happy with that. Of course I'm going to buy it. In my eyes, you've got the power cable there. It's the genuine branded one. You could probably sell that on eBay for around 15-20 quid. I haven't checked sold, so that's just top of my head. You go on eBay, you search this up, spares repair, you're probably going to get around 50 quid for it at least. Click the button, powers up, as you can see there. Bit weird on the camera of the GoPro. Power it up. As you can see, all fully working. I'm not going to put my hands on it because it's really weird. If any of you have ever bought one of these and tried it out, it's the weirdest sensation ever. So basically you just sit on a chair, you rest your feet on this, and it helps the blood flow around your body. It gives you kind of like pins and needles feeling. Kind of like a microelectric shock. More for the older generation, of course. But they love this stuff, and it usually sits around on eBay for about 2 or 3 days before someone picks it off. If you price it right, it will sell instantly. This one, just with the power cable, box in good condition, you've got the little cardboard inserts, you're probably looking at around £100 to £120. Anyway, let's get to this item here. This is very random. It feels very cheap and kind of lightweight, tatty, but this is for a Land Rover Discovery 1. It's a centre console bag. I paid £4.75, I think, in a charity shop for this one. I couldn't find much on eBay, so what I did was I Google Lensed it, and straight away it came up, Discovery 1, quite an early model of the Discovery. These sell for mega money. I'll show you some solds on the screen now, but they go for around £45 to £55. So hopefully that sale comes in soon and we can get rid of that. But yeah, just another random crazy find. Anything car related, branded, you know, genuine parts and stuff like that, do usually sell really well, so keep your eyes peeled for them. Anyway guys, let's get back into the orders. So we'll start off with some of the smaller ones. We sold Mario Kart there, which is already packaged. I did that yesterday just before I finished for the evening. That's just sold for £6 plus postage, so not much at all. No wheel or anything with it, literally just the game on its own, just on the Wii. I actually got it from the Wii U bundle, so that owes me hardly anything at all. Next up we have a Grow Clock. I sell these all the time, bread and butter item, £12.99 plus postage, £2 I paid for that one. And you may recognise this. This actually got returned back to me. I sold it for, I think, 35 quid about 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, it got returned. The buyer returned it, all well and good. He was fine with it, didn't have an issue. But I actually got it back, and I started looking at other solds, and they all had this little tab, and I was like, oh, where's my one? Doesn't seem broken at all. And what had happened, it had like folded up underneath this metal casing here, so I managed to bend that and get it out again. And because it's a little bit damaged and it doesn't really work properly, I sold it for £23.99 plus postage. So they usually go for around 30-35 quid, but I've only got, I think, £2.50 or £3 invested in that, so it's not really much at all. And as long as it can stick with the buyer this time, then I'm happy, whatever. Speed stacks, these don't sell for much, but I think this little pack here owes me about 50p from the car boot. It's got a little timer in there. They only sold for, I think, £8.99. Yeah, £8.99 plus postage on those ones. You'll recognise this one. This is a Bop It. I've took the batteries out, really nice clean condition. Usually the batteries are in there and they've all corroded, but this time, luckily not. And actually the condition of it, hardly scratched up at all. This game is from, I think, 2003. Everyone used to play with this back in the school days. Around Q4 time, Christmas time, the price of these usually goes up to around 20 quid. Right now though, I managed to sell that for £13.99. Quick and easy flip, paid £1 for it, £13.99, plus I think £3.75 postage. And next up we've got these Wii Sports and Donkey Kong Returns. I believe both of these came from the Wii U bundle that I picked up again the other day, so I'm well into profit now on that. I only paid £10 for it, so the Mario Kart, what was that, £6? Wii Sports are sold for £7.99, and that is also sold for £7.99. So 3 games, well into profit, and the rest is still yet to sell. And wrapped up in bubbles here, we've got this Seiko wall clock. Not amazing. I paid £1 for this one. £1 into £14.99 plus postage. That one sold this morning. Not too much money in it, but it keeps the shop ticking over. And as you literally just saw just then in my ka-ching that I just got, these were the Converse that I picked up on Sunday at the car boot. £3 paid for these ones, and they have sold for £26.99 plus postage. These are a Cons model, so Converse Cons. To be honest, after a good clean up, they're not too bad at all, really. Apart from the sole peeling a little bit there, it looks like he's used them for skateboarding or something, because that's the sort of wear you get from like grip tape. No damage to the uppers at all, apart from just being previously used, so easy money. And another one I picked up from Guildford on Sunday as well. This, I paid £10 for this Hive camera. My camera, I think, ran out of charge or something like that, or I didn't film it. But yeah, £10 paid for that one, and it sold for £33.99 plus postage. And last up, we've got this Sony camera, which sold this morning. This is going to America. This is actually from my sister-in-law, Nikki. Yeah, we got a load of cameras from her, but a lot of them are spares repair because they didn't have the charging cables. Luckily, this one did, so I charged it up, got it tested. It's a bit scratched up, but seems to work all good. That has sold for £33.99p. Got all the little accessories in the bag there. Yeah, so I'm just going to make a start packing all that stuff up and just give me a bit of an easier Monday morning. Also, big shout out to Danny. I know you're probably watching this. Danny from the shop. Thanks again for hooking me up with all these boxes. If you guys aren't getting boxes from the newsagents, then you're missing a trick. I mean, for some weird reason, we always laugh about it. All these boxes are so sturdy. You know, it's jelly beans. They're not going to get damaged in the post at all. So, but it's good for us resellers because look at the amount of boxes we've got. Yeah, I'm going to use all these just to package up those items, and hopefully the boxes keep on coming. So yeah, thanks again, Danny, for that. Appreciate it as always. There we have it, guys. That's an hour out of my Saturday just to package up these parcels here. So we got some squashies, some pinballs, some Vimto sweets. So yeah, that should give me a really good head start on Monday morning. Of course, if the video ends now, it means it's been a terrible weekend and we've had no more sales. But if it continues, then obviously we've had some more sales. So I will see you, hopefully, on Monday morning for the rest of this video. And just like that, guys, welcome to Monday morning. It's been a pretty steady weekend, nothing too amazing. We've made another 8 orders since my last other clips I just showed you. Yeah, so 8 orders. Luckily, last night we made 2 extra orders in the space of about 20 minutes, which really boosted up the weekend quite nicely because they were quite substantial in price. They weren't like small little £10 orders. So that made my day and yeah, just boosted the weekend for me nicely. Anyway, let's get into the rest of the orders. So starting off, we've got these Bell cycling gloves. They're brand new with the tag. Paid £1 at the car boot. I just thought there's got to be more than £1 in it. They've sold for £9.99 plus postage. They're just basic cycling gloves, nothing too special, but a nice quick easy flip. And again, from the camera bundle that I got from my sister-in-law Nikki, this little case, it's quite a cool one actually. It sits on top of a tripod, I believe. It's for the Cybershots, Sony Cybershot cameras. Try and do it like that. There you go. But as you can see there, you've got the screw that goes onto the tripod, I believe. Or that goes onto the bottom of the camera, then that goes onto the tripod. One way or another. But yeah, it's quite a cool little case. That sold for £15 plus postage. And then a bit of a random one. I've got this cable here. This I picked up for £2 at the car boot. It was just in a little rummage box, so don't pass up on those boxes underneath the tables because you always get little bangers like this. It's just a Asus laptop charger, £2, and it sold for £20 plus postage. So again, not too bad at all. We've then got these here. For some weird reason, I put off listing these for ages, about 3 months or 4 months. They were just stuck in the bottom of a box over here. And yeah, finally I took them out of the box, got them listed. They're Salomon Gore-Tex boots. I didn't list them because they're missing the insoles inside the shoes. I don't know why I just put off listing them, but yeah, I just thought I'll pick them up last week and get them on, and put them on for I think 26 quid. They got a few watches, and then somebody offered £21, so straight away accepted that. That's £21 plus postage, and I think they owe me about £5 from the car boot. Really nice clean condition. Again, sometimes it's weird. I don't know why I put off listing items when I really should just get them on. And next up, we've got this little Dymo label printer. It's nothing like the 4XL that I've got. It's just a small little one. I think people just use it for like little stickers and stuff they can dot around the house and put on random items. But yeah, I paid £2, I believe, for this one at a car boot, I think about 5 or 6 months ago. I was aiming really high. I was aiming for about 35 quid on this. Of course, no one bought it for that because it is untested. I couldn't test it with a reel of labels, so I just had to pretty much sell it spares repair. It powers up and everything, but in the end I've managed to sell this one for £19.99 plus postage. So again, £2 into £20. It's sort of my average flip at the moment, averaging about, I don't know, £12 to £15 profit once you get rid of fees and taxes and stuff. And quite a nice one here. This is a F1 Ferrari official merchandise hat. It's brand new with tags. Obviously it's in its bag. It's never been out of the bag at all. You saw me pick this up in my recent car boot video. The guy literally wanted 50p for this. I couldn't believe my luck. Gave him the 50p, stuck it on eBay for $19.99. If any of you are F1 fans, literally as soon as Carlos Sainz got P1 in the qualifying, about 5 minutes later, this sale came through. Of course, he drives for Ferrari, so maybe that helped boosted the sale a little bit. So yeah, thanks Carlos for that one. And next up, adding to the absolute randomness of everything that I sell, this is a Hornby 800 recorder. I think it's a recorder anyway, it's quite a big one, but it's quite a professional looking thing. The guy said it's about 20 years old, he bought it for his son and he never actually used it, so it's still in its original packaging. Of course the bags are open and everything, I could put it all together and I'll show you some pictures on the screen now. It looks as if it's not being used. I think it's, what, early 2000s probably. Pretty nice in its leather bag. I paid £4 for this one at the Bank Holiday car boot last week, and that has sold for $34.99 plus postage. Just branching out a little bit, picking up unusual items. It looked pretty quality, it's branded, so I just thought there's got to be some money in it. So I took that risk and luckily it paid off. And last up, every reseller dreams of finding these in the field at the car boot. These were from a bundle of Pokemon cards. The guy kind of knew what he had, so I did pay up for them. I paid £20 all in for these ones quite a long time ago. It was probably about a year ago, and I had them priced up really high because I thought the condition was a bit better when I was looking in the field early morning and everything like that, but turns out the condition isn't too great. I've put them in their sleeves and in these card savers. Yeah, you've got Clefairy, Magneton, Ninetales, Hitmonchan, Gyarados, and Mewtwo. So all base set Pokemon cards, very expensive if you find them in really good condition. Of course, these ones, I'll try and get the light on them. They're not too bad, but they're not that mint grade that you want. And if anyone did want to get them graded, they'll probably only come back like a 5 or a 6 maybe if you're lucky, but nothing like a 8 or a 9, or definitely not a 10. So yeah, quite a lot of whitening around all the edges. If someone's just trying to build up the binder and collect up all these cards, then this really isn't too bad. And the buyer paid £50 for these ones, so I've already got the base set of Pokemon cards upstairs in my collection. They're all mint condition, really nice. I went through a little phase like 3 or 4 years ago of just buying up all the Pokemon cards as clean as I could find them on eBay. And I spent a lot of money, but hopefully one day it'll pay off. Yeah, but with these ones, I've sold them for 50 quid. I did have them up for around 100 about 6 months ago. And I've just kept lowering the price because Pokemon's, it's not gone out of fashion, but the craze isn't as hyped as it was back in COVID times, let's say. I can now tick it off the box and confirm that I've actually found base set Pokemon cards in the car boot field. Also, I'm just getting a bit freaked out here because I just thought I'd go on my Instagram and see when I actually did pick these cards up. Because like I said, it was about a year ago, so quite a long time ago. And funnily enough, I posted on Instagram, the day I picked them up was the 3rd of September 2022. And they have sold on the 3rd of September 2023. Freaky. I mean, I was trying to do a fancy recording of like the labels coming out, but I've run out of labels, so I've got to change them. There we have it, new roll of labels. Let's get that in. I think that's in properly. I never know of these things, it's always a bit confusing. I usually mess it up and it gets all tangled up and I've got to restart the whole thing. Right, there we go, I think I've managed to do it. It was a bit dodgy at the start, because I think I put it in a little bit bent, but I think we're all good. Hopefully it stops and doesn't just waste loads of labels. There we go. It's obviously got to like realign itself when you put the labels in. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. I always make it a bit difficult because I don't really give myself too much space, as you can see. So yeah, hopefully that's all good. And there we have it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you stayed this long, I really appreciate you staying and watching the whole video. I know it can be a bit long-winded sometimes, these sales updates, but I just like to share updates, really. It can't just be car boot video after car boot video after car boot video. So I like to just show you a bit of an insider of the business and how things are running, you know? Anyway, yeah, there's 19 orders going out. We've also got 2 from the missus that's sold. I don't really know what they are, but she's used my packaging and packed them up. I'm happy to drop them off for her. Also, literally just then, as I finished ordering, stuck all the labels on the boxes, we had a ka-ching go off, and guess what it was? It was this right here. So what I was literally just showing you just earlier on in the video, that has sold for full asking price of £139.99 plus postage. So absolutely incredible. As I mentioned, I paid £5 for that in the charity shop. Right place, right time. Definitely pays off. Anyway, guys, thanks so much again for watching. Please do consider subscribing to the channel. More videos like this coming. As of Friday, I am on holiday, so I have scheduled a few videos. We've got a few sales updates and we got some car boot videos coming out. So enjoy it, and I'll see you when I get back. See ya.